Hello, welcome back to Natural Music. Today is just going to kind of be a practical lesson for 4/4 time songs in the key of G. We're going to be talking about, especially if you're by yourself and you're having to make things up on the spot, some go-to endings for some intros of some songs. So we'll use a couple of old hymns as illustrations, but know that this is going to work on any 4/4 time fast song, and if you need an illustration like Leaning on the Everlasting Arms, Unclouded Day, I'll Fly Away, Power in the Blood, Tis So Sweet, if you choose to do it fast. We did a slow version of that. Make sure you check out that video. When the Rolls Call Up Yonder, We'll Circle Be Unbroken, and so on. If it's this, if you're playing it fast and you're ending an intro, here are some options for you, and you'll notice some of the similarities of these are some things that I've used on some other songs, but I just kind of wanted to state how they work across the board. So let's go over kind of what I'm talking about. So at the end of an intro, so lots of times if you're playing a random intro that you've made up, if you're playing it around part of the song, it's usually possibly the end of the verse or the end of the chorus. We'll use those scenarios. You can definitely do other things than that, just interesting chord progressions and stuff. And sometimes the beginning of the verse is a really good spot. But this is kind of the traditional way. So if we used Leaning on the Everlasting Arms, we're in the key of G. These are going to be things that you can transpose, but these are the ones, kind of go-to ones that you can use in G. So the first one is simply at the end of an intro there's lots of times you just play a G, C, back to G. So this would be like, Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. Okay, see how you do that, G, C, G. So we're going to play over those chords and give you the option there at the end. So option number one is that we're going to kind of make it a rolling sound. We're going to go, okay? Now, you don't always have to play that chord progression. So there's one that we go G, C, G with a B, A minor to G, and we roll it. So it'd be like, Leaning on the Everlasting Arms, what a fellowship, okay, and then finally there's one that is, it just ends on a augmented 7, I guess, where we go, like, Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. Ooh, and I didn't do that real good. Jazz hands. Okay, enough of that corniness. So those are the three options we're going to discuss. How you can end it, and you can just see how this is going to work on, let me see here, let me do another, let's do When We All Get to Heaven. So, when we all see Jesus, we're going to play an intro through that. Ooh, that's not it. When we all, there it is. Or or we can do Sing the Wondrous, and that one can be down here too. So you see how it applies. Let's go over the first one, where we just play the G to the C, and we just make it kind of a nice rolling motion rather than just going. We're gonna go. So that is the one that goes G to C, back to G, and that's it. And we just kind of stop, and you can do a little walk or a little like, or I didn't do it fast enough, but that's quicker than what you think it might be to grab. Okay, so let's talk about that. All that is doing a C7 in the left hand, the shell of it. So C and B flat, okay? And we're just going to, and I kind of chime it up. You can add that G even if you want to. Nah, leave it out of there. You can, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to roll the C this way while I'm rolling the C7 up. All right, so, I didn't go over this G, see. So that first G, wherever you may hit it, whether it's here, really these two are the best ones. roll it so it starts the rolling motion. So it'd be kind of the end of the chorus. So I just did Lean on the Everlasting Arms. Let's go back and do When We All See Jesus, We'll Sing and Shout the Victory. All right, so I'm using this G, B, D, and G. 3, and then I go. So we're rolling that first one. Octave G down here. Rolling it down. And then we're going to roll this C, C, E, and G this way while we're rolling that up. All right. And then we're going to go, we're going to slide up to this G. And the important part here is that we're going to this B here. So D, so we're going to go C sharp and A sharp to D and B. So, and then we're going to roll this G, D, G, and B. So while we're rolling up right here or sliding up, we're rolling down here. See how that works together? So we're doing the first G like this when we're rolling down, and then we do C7, and then we come up here and play this G, D, G, and B, and roll down while we roll this up. So, or you can just hit that chord if you don't have time to roll it. So, okay, so that's way number 1 in G. Oh yeah, and if you want to do those little, I'm just doing an octave D. Or you can do this walk from D to G, which is like a D, E minor, D with F sharp, and G. But if you don't want to think about it that way, just think, I'm walking after I get done into this song, and it's D, E, F sharp, and then you're to your rhythm with the G. And then up here, you're playing the third of those chords, which is F sharp, G, and A. You play them together. And if you want to roll these, sometimes I kind of roll that first one. I go A flat, G to D. Just kind of. Ooh, we don't really have time to roll it, so you're going to have to not, unless you're really fast. What a fellowship, what a joy divine. I don't know why I just keep on using Lean on the Everlasting Arms, even though I tried to revert back to When We All Get to Heaven. It's okay. You'll see how it applies to all this. Just over in the glory land. I'm just over in the glory land. Or glory land. Okay. All right. So that's way number 1. Now, way number 2 is, and there's a few options. You can play it down here. If you would like to view the rest of that, is actually on a new course that we've created at naturalmusicstore.com for the paid members. You can go there. It is called Random Lessons. Now, I created this for when I didn't want to push a full song or just a lick, or there's all types of different just random lessons in there. So go there and check that out if you're a paid member of naturalmusicstore.com. And if you're not, we'd love to have you on board. But if you're still not into that, there's more great free content, full lessons, and things coming your way really soon. Hope you enjoyed this free clip from that, and go check all those things out, and we will see you at the next lesson.